Remembrance Day is a special day, a day that holds deep significance for many. We remember the brave men and women who fought for our freedom, those who stood on the front lines, and those who supported from behind. It is a day to honor those who served in wars, to acknowledge their sacrifices and the hardships they endured. We think about their courage and sacrifice, the lives lost, and the families forever changed. Remembrance Day is observed on November 11th each year, a date that resonates with history and solemnity. This date marks the end of World War I, a war that was meant to end all wars, but sadly did not. It is a day to reflect on the horrors of war, the devastation it brings, and the lessons we must never forget. It is also a day to be thankful for peace, to cherish the tranquility we have, and to strive for a world where such sacrifices are never needed again. World War I was a terrible conflict that engulfed much of the world. It was known as the Great War and lasted from 1914 to 1918. Millions of soldiers fought and died in brutal conditions. The war saw unprecedented levels of carnage and destruction. They fought in trenches, in the air, and at sea. The introduction of new technologies like tanks and chemical weapons made the conflict even more deadly. World War II followed a few decades later, from 1939 to 1945. It was even more widespread and destructive. It was another global war with devastating consequences, including the Holocaust and the use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These wars changed the world in profound ways, leading to the creation of the United Nations and a new world order. They remind us of the importance of peace and the need to resolve conflicts through dialogue and diplomacy. Remembrance Day helps us learn from the past and honor those who sacrificed their lives. It is a time for reflection and gratitude. We must strive to prevent future conflicts by educating the next generation about the horrors of war and the value of peace. The poppy is a special flower. It is a symbol of Remembrance Day. Poppies grew on the battlefields of World War I. They represent the sacrifices made by soldiers. Wearing a poppy shows respect. It honors those who died in service. The money raised from poppy sales helps veterans. It supports those who served their countries. Section 4, Remembering Around the World. Many countries observe Remembrance Day, each with its own unique customs and practices. They have different traditions and ceremonies, reflecting their own histories and cultures. In the United Kingdom, there is a 2-minute silence observed at 11 a.m. on November 11th. People pause to remember the fallen soldiers and reflect on the sacrifices made during the wars. In Canada, people wear red poppy pins as a symbol of remembrance and attend ceremonies at war memorials to honor their veterans. In the United States, Memorial Day is a significant event that honors those who died in military service, with parades and ceremonies held across the country. Each country remembers in its own way, creating a tapestry of global remembrance that honors the bravery and sacrifices of those who served. Section 5, Honoring Their Sacrifice. Remembrance Day is a time for reflection. We remember the sacrifices of others. We honor their bravery and commitment. It is our duty to remember. By remembering, we keep their memory alive. We learn from the past and work towards a peaceful future. Remembrance Day is a reminder that freedom is precious. We must never forget those who fought for it.